And it is a glorious Tuesday. I am back in North Miami, actually Sunny Isle, Miami, and I was away with the family. My wife's from London, my little guy's 5. We were in London for quite some time. We were in Israel for a bunch of time, and back to London, and then we went to Brussels and a few of the cities in Belgium. And I was at an event, which was a workshop with Mark Gaffney. I'm on the board of Center for Integral Wisdom, and he's my good friend and mentor as well, which was pretty incredible. And bottom line is that it's great to be back home and in the right time zone. And one of the things that I realized that I have more work to do is find a way to really duplicate myself fully on the sales side of my organization. It's what I wanted to talk about today in terms of, okay, you are a business owner like me, and as we grow a business, we end up in many different facets of the business. You are basically running all parts of the business when we start. And then as you grow, the objective is to be able to keep focusing, as my good friend and former business partner and mentor, not former mentor, former business partner, John Asraf always says is, just really keep focusing on working on your highest income producing tasks. And highest income producing tasks means that if you're going to look at that hour that you're doing that task, when you measure the impact of that hour, is that going to move the needle? From most times, highest income producing task is going to be directly to the revenue side of the needle. Now, it also can be in innovation. If your business is developing new products, then obviously if you're the innovator, then highest income producing task is new product creation, innovation. So that's a big mark for a thumbs up for that one. Or strategic partnerships are huge. And then of course, if you're going to add in, speaking events or any way that you can leverage you as a leader of the organization that will help move the needle in terms of revenues and sales and innovation, typically those are highest income producing tasks. What are things that are not? Well, not are things that we're doing. When you look at, I just spent an hour doing that, like what was the impact of that? And more important than just solely saying that is, can I train someone else to do that? Because you obviously there's things that need to get done, and if they're not the highest income producing tasks, you just stop doing them. That's going to have a detrimental effect. So the key is to be able to figure out the ones that you're doing that you can get someone else trained up to do that. And so that part of my business, thumbs up. It's been a long work in process in progress as well. We've got 50 something people in our organization, and we've got amazing people. We have a framework of how we manage, and we have some hierarchies in place. And I've been able to really figure out, okay, what should I be doing? And a lot of the things that I shouldn't be doing, where now my team's really stepped up, and they do, in many cases, a better job than I was doing. And I'm looking to always give them more so they continue to step up. So where am I still involved from a operational standpoint is when we acquire a customer. In the beginning, we have 3 consultative calls with me. And so we have some of the people working with me sort of shadowing those calls to continuing to learn and getting to a point where they feel comfortable. The bottom line is that you got to be able to create the outcome of that specific meeting, because that will determine whether or not someone else is the right person for that job. You can't take someone's time, the hour, and not produce the intended outcome. So that's a nuance. It takes training and SOPs and methodologies and recording the things that you're doing to figure out, okay, what am I doing that's creating the outcome, and being able to create a process and a system behind it. So that's been really good. And as you travel, you learn that you have to let go. And I was working, but the time zone difference was just crazy. And the team did a fantastic job. The other part that there's really the challenge. It became very evident as I traveled, is I haven't been able to duplicate myself on the sales side. And so that's the work in process. And what does it look like? It looks like that I'm not involved with every consultative sales call and sale for the company, because I witnessed how difficult it was with time zone changes, which, that was like an in-your-face moment. Sometimes you need those. I have a lot of clients in the West Coast and also throughout the United States. Being in Europe is a terrible place to be when most of your clients are in the US and a third of my clients on the West Coast. So thought I would just share some things that I'm thinking about. This became very evident during my trip. And so for the next quarter, I'll be working on finding a way to duplicate myself, get some assistance on the sales side, so that I actually end up having 1 or 2 or 3 salespeople and scaling from there. And that's what it's really all about. So have an amazing day. If you've got any tips, or hey, look, if you're watching this and you're like, Mike, I can help you scale on the sales side, then reach out and message me directly. Like, I'm open, and I'm just entering into this side so I can learn from everyone. If you've got a service, reach out to me and let's talk about having that happen. Have a great day, and we'll catch you soon.